the best beginner calisthenics workout routine coming up. Crew members, welcome back to the channel once again, my friends. How you doing today? Sorry, I just had my lunch, so I've got some in my mouth. But anyway, if this is your first time here on this channel, make sure you subscribe to the channel and turn on post notifications, because if you're new to body training calisthenics, this is your home of body and strength training, so make sure you hit that button and turn on that bell so you don't miss a single video. Right, so the structure of this routine is pretty simple. We're going to start off with 2 upper body based exercises, 2 lower body based exercises, and then finishing off with 2 exercises that focuses more on the core. And we're going to start out with body rows. And if you've been watching this YouTube channel for a while, you know that body rows are not only a great exercise progression for the pull-ups, but rows in general are essential for, you know, optimizing the strength in your back, as well as keeping the shoulders strong and healthy. And you know, this can be done on gymnastic rings, as I'm highlighting in the video right now, simply because it's just easier to film. But if you are using either a fixed bar or parallettes, of course you can do that as well, just whatever is best for your current situation. You start the exercise, as always with any pulling, by initiating and activating the scapula. So you think first of all of pinching a pound coin in between your shoulder blades, and you're going to row down and backward powerfully, like you're trying to elbow someone behind you, so that your chest reaches the bar or the rings, right? And then you lower down with control and repeat for repetitions. And simply put, doing this at a high incline such as with bent legs is easier, and then to progress it, you can actually bring your legs out, so you're doing them with your legs straight. And if you're looking on how to do the body row correctly and how to also, you know, avoid the most common pitfalls that people make that hinders their gains, then make sure to check out the card here, as I'll link you to my full body row tutorial on this YouTube channel already. So paired this with body rows, we're going to do a push-up plus, and this is pretty much not just a push-up itself, but it's an extension of the push-up plus, which not only makes the exercise harder, but also increases shoulder stability by increasing the strength of the serratus anterior, which is the muscle around here, just above the obliques. And with the push-up plus, we're simply going to lower down control and press up whilst keeping the elbows tucked in throughout. And then from here, as we press up completely, continue to press up to the point where we get that little extension around the back and the shoulder region, so that we can condition that serratus anterior. I'm thinking of really pressing through the shoulders rather than the hips, otherwise like there's no real purpose of the exercise, right? And we're going to do this with a 3-0-1-0 tempo. Now you'd be thinking, Jake, like what the heck did those 4 digits mean, right? Of course, as you can guess, I've made a few YouTube videos on this channel already, and obviously rep tempo being one of them, which I'll link up here. But simply put, when it comes to pushing, you lower down over 3 seconds, press up with force, so usually that's over 1 second, and then you repeat that for repetitions, right? Does that make sense? Awesome, sweet. So now we're going to move on to the legs, and with this we're going to do split squats, Bulgarian split squats, which is a great unilateral exercise for building strength in the legs. And simply put, you're going to find somewhere to place one of your feet on for elevation, preferably just a bench or a chair, whatever best suits you. And then with the front leg, or keeping the glutes active and the core tight, you're going to lower down with control to the point where either your knee either briefly touches the ground, or just before the knee of the rear leg touches the ground. You're going to press up with force and repeat for repetitions. Again, we're going to do this 3 seconds down with control, press up and repeat again for repetitions that I've highlighted. And so for most people, what you can do, there's 2 options you can do with a Bulgarian split squat. You can do this for higher repetitions beyond, you know, reps of 12 or 15, or preferably, you know, exercises such as these, bodyweight training for the lower body can have its limitations, which is why I highly advocate for this exercise. To really optimize your strength and get the most out of your bodyweight workouts is to simply just add weight. And the best way to do this, I believe, is really just, you know, getting a set of dumbbells and repping it out from there. And then again, paired with the Bulgarian split squats, we're going to do single leg RDLs, and RDL meaning Romanian deadlifts. And pretty much we're just doing this on one leg at a time to further build strength in the legs, particularly the hamstrings and the glutes, which is the muscles on the back side of our legs, right? So with this, what we're going to do is we're going to hinge at the hips while keeping, you know, the knee relatively straight, a slight bend. And as we only hinge at the hip, we're going to lower down with control We're keeping the chest up and the back straight into the point where our back is roughly parallel to the ground. And at this point, you're really going to feel a nice stretch in the hamstring, which is great because it indicates that you're doing the exercise right. And from here, you're going to pull up and repeat for repetitions. And a really good cue you can think of so that you don't let your spine and your back round forward, so you can put the back in a pretty vulnerable position for injury. So you want to think like with the pull-ups and rows, think of actually pinching a pound coin slightly in between your shoulder blades. This will help you keep your chest upright, keep your back in a nice neutral position, so ultimately you can make gains pain-free. And of course, as I definitely started doing this exercise when I was new to calisthenics, really the stability and balance I really struggled with a lot. So one thing I did is I simply used some assistance, grabbing something by my side and doing that until I was comfortable to do it without assistance. And then once I got to a point where I found these relatively easy, I'm now using these with added weight, which is something I highly encourage you to do depending on what current level or strength level you're at right now. Now once we finish with legs, we're going to finish up with some core or ab work, right? And so with this, we're going to do for the abs in particular, the hollow body knee raises, which is one of the very few, but yet actually one of the exercises that actually works, right? And gives you the best bang for your buck in regards to ab training. I'm not going to go into huge detail with this because of course I made a video already on this YouTube channel, which I'll link up here. And so really it's all about keeping that lower back fixed against the ground and really doing this with control rather than just like rushing through each repetition. I highly encourage you to pull up, pause in that peak contraction for a second, lower back over 2 seconds, and repeat from there. Really feel the contraction in the abs and focus on getting stronger every workout. That's how your abs and your core is going to become as strong, as powerful, and as aesthetically pleasing as possible, right? You still with me? Awesome. So lastly, paired with the hollow body knee raises, we're going to do arch body raises. Really, it's just going to strengthen all of the muscles in the back side of our body, so the back, your spinal erectors, the glutes, the hamstrings, all that good stuff. And you don't even need any equipment for this either, right? And so starting by lying with your belly on the floor, you're going to have your arms slightly bent, almost in like a W shape, right? And then from here, you're going to raise your body upward, squeeze that peak contraction, really squeeze those glutes and those shoulder blades together, and lower back to the starting position and repeat for repetitions. If you want to make this exercise pretty challenging, really focus on that squeeze at the top for 1 second or 2, and depending on your strength level and how long you want to hold at the top, right, you can make it harder by having your legs in together, as that will make the exercise harder, whereas having your legs wider in a more straddle position will make the exercise easier for your strength levels. Right, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to outline roughly what this type of workout may look like for you, the sets, the reps, the rest tempo, all that good stuff, and then explaining the whole concept of the paired sets, pairing one exercise and resting in between the 2 exercises, if that makes sense. And of course, you can do this with a full body routine. You can do it 3 times a week on non-consecutive days. Or if you want some more variety, you can also pair this with another full body routine that I either have on this YouTube channel, or over at my website, I have a free beginner calisthenics step-by-step guide. In my website, again, I'll link that down below. All you have to do is simply put in your name, your first name, your email, and I will directly send that to your inbox immediately after you sign up. So with that said, if you enjoyed this video, you like my content, you liked every single minute and every single second of this video, then make sure to give this video a thumbs up and comment down below that this video came a good hand to you, and also what else you would like to see on this channel, so I can continue serving you to the highest standard possible, right? Again, thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video, my friend, and as a crew member of the Gainter Express, keep moving forward.